46th annual New Zealand National Championships. 46 of these things, sponsored by RPM Discs and Winnow. In the booth with me today, Mr. Tall Paul Oman. I'm Luke Humphries, and we're lucky to be in a place that is experiencing summer at the moment.
It is gorgeous here.
We're contesting at the Rakha Retreat Center today, which is Simon Feasy, owner of RPM Discs, private residence, as well as one of the most beautiful disc golf courses I've ever set foot on.
It's very unique. We've got some familiar faces on the card today for some of our viewers, and our 2022 New Zealand National Champion, Jaden Watkinson.
That's right, and today we're experiencing one of the windiest days, they're saying, all year long.
Yeah, I don't think they could have got away with the drone flying today.
No. This is going to be a hold on for dear life.
Yeah, I played with a local that plays this course quite a bit, Jocko, a local favorite, and he said he'd never seen wind like this at the course.
Here in West Auckland.
That's our
First on the
tournament director.
tee from Barbersville, West Virginia, is the 2023 European Open champion. It's Corey Ellis.
Yeah. Henry Pearson, fantastic tournament director. He's the one that made sure we were taking care of accommodations, travel arrangements, all that stuff. So big ups to him getting us over here. Corey Ellis throwing the most stable disc in his bag.
Yeah, we've got a nice carry here, 405 feet. It's light work for Corey here in the wind.
Dude, I literally saw somebody throw it over the tree line.
The front
like
man
5
of
minutes
GK
before
Pro
this.
and an elite professional
that
in his
OB on
own
the
right.
left comes up quick.
It's Luke Humphries.
It was actually Jacko, who you were talking about earlier. You called him Jocko, but he told me that it's Jacko.
Yeah, Jacko.
Jackson Sold. Good dude. Great player.
Very nice.
And a Kiwi. So this is a really stable D2, and I'm just going to throw it straight into this tree.
I don't think you see some stuff flying around in the air there, but
Yeah.
our viewers aren't really getting a taste of
Our
the wind
defending
here.
champion.
You can see some
Bend,
banners in the
Oregon,
background.
returning to New Zealand for the second year in a row. It's Nate Perkins.
Pretty cool to have Perk on the card. He won the New Zealand National Championships in 2023, which got him exemption into the European Open in 23 and also the Champions Cup in 24.
Yeah, he earned his spot on this card.
Yeah, pretty
It
sweet.
was a great ad.
Known for his commentating these days, his on-course analysis, which is fantastic, but a good player. He's also going to throw it in that tree.
Right.
We've got two tricky up and downs with a really heavy
And
left
rounding
to right
out our
wind.
feature card.
Very
From
heavy.
Christchurch, New Zealand.
Blowing off of that
The
west coast.
2022 New Zealand National Champion. It's Jay Watkinson.
Yeah, it's Jaden going by Jay Watkinson. He's a smooth player. Forehand, backhand. He's got it all.
Yeah, I'm glad we added some local talent here.
Sponsored by Winnow, which is actually Henry's company. Check their bags out. Grab yourself a disc.
Nice and wide. That crosswind is really not going to let it get back too far.
That's perfect. That's what you were trying to do if you weren't
Yeah,
getting
he got it
really
over the
aggressive.
trees.
Corey pumps frisbees. To
Absolutely.
do what he does is it's not possible for many. Totally straddled out behind this apple tree. This is an orchard that we're playing on right now, actually.
Yeah, you got a little something to work with there.
Dude, I
Grab your
fired
little
that
snack
thing.
after your shot.
Yeah. There's plums, apples all over this course. Kind of cool.
Nate's hung up in this tall grass and tree.
So he's going to go with the hyzer. That wind pushes it away from the basket immediately. So he's left outside circle for his par. This is a birdie attempt, though, for Jay. Be a great start. Slightly tentative. Putting back at the OB, too. Last thing you want to do is miss the wind read and have
Yeah,
it raise over.
Left to right cross. Just lift that thing up. Nate's not afraid. Running it down
look at
for a
that.
great par save.
Yeah, he was jacked up about that.
Here we go.
Dude, this is what we're talking about. This popped up right after Perk
You
putted.
can feel it. Right. Way to reach for it.
Yeah, that one felt
Be
good.
tentative.
There's no
baskets
time.
are gorgeous. These are Simon's baskets. Simon Feasy, he's the RPM Discs owner. He's crafted these beautiful baskets. He's named the Helix.
Yeah, we feel like they catch fantastic.
Yeah, caught Corey's, what was that, like a 10-footer maybe?
Yeah.
Pretty easily. Jaden taps in. We're off to another orchard hole.
Yeah, exactly.
367. Trouble on the left. Guarded on the right. Had a nice tailwind today.
It was a tailwind right to left.
Yeah.
So it felt like if you exposed it too much, you might lose it left all the way down the hill.
They said that was the one place you wanted to stay away from.
Corey playing it right, which is smart. If it does take that crazy lift, it just brings him back towards the basket. He's gone long enough.
You come up short and that bush really hinders your putt.
Yeah.
So he's at least got to look at it.
I didn't see that, but I'm choosing to throw straight into the closest tree in front of me at the moment.
I think that's what we refer to as first available.
That is what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wanted that high apple on the tree.
Yeah. Well, we all played different games. We have different objectives.
Perk.
It wasn't too bad. It felt like a little early out of the hand, but the
Possibly.
wind kind of, it didn't let it drift left.
That's good. Yeah, that tailwind, it wasn't.
Man. And it's, you know, it's not a consistent wind today, which makes it the hardest. It's swirly. It's blustering. It'll rush for 2 minutes and then be still
Yeah.
for 10 seconds. And you see
Player
those
gets
banners.
a different wind.
Most of the banners on the course eventually had to be taken down for fear that they would just break.
Put a little soft bit on it, but looking like a layup to me.
Totally. Yeah.
Perk's just getting into position for his par as well.
Not a bad play.
No, we're just getting acclimated here. We had some warm up time. Yeah, see, Jaden's behind this bush.
Yep. It's not a bad play
He's
what Corey did.
giving
It was
it
a
a
good
bit,
bit.
though,
It
yeah.
really was.
I don't think that was a layup.
If you make sure you get past pin high, there's almost nothing out there. Guarantee yourself an open look.
Corey's ready to play.
Yep. 2
He's
for
been
2.
here a week. 2 for 2.
On a day when both those holes playing over par, he just took 2.5 strokes from the field and 2.
Yeah. He said, "What wind? I'm ready."
It's happening. Headed to a crazy hole right here. On hole 3, players are going to have to expose the bottom of that disc. We're throwing downhill over these plum trees, OB left street, OB right creek. Just a super sketchy hole. And that 418 today with the headwind left to right, I don't know, playing 450 plus.
Yeah, this is
This
a good
is
taste of what kind of elevation you're going to see
Look
out
at
here
that.
at Bella Rakha.
Look at that disc
And-
dance.
And he doesn't know what
Oh.
happened to that thing. He was looking for something different, and that wind had its way with it.
And we actually threw in on you guys accidentally here. You were looking for discs in that where Corey just threw over. And both of our discs
Yeah, so
just...
that creek is, you're heading towards the creek,
Oh, dude.
but
that
they
felt
seem
so
to
bad.
hyzer out
Look, there's
just
people
in
the-
time.
Thank goodness we weren't throwing good shots. We could have hit somebody.
Hopefully Nate took a read from you guys, because you're
Those were
You're
terrible.
sniffing the par, hopefully. And
That's a PD2 that just flipped
look at
up for
this.
Nate. Plays it down that
He
left
said,
side.
He was not afraid to throw it at the basket. I loved that. I
Yep.
thought after watching our card throw, I was like, man, I think you could have just thrown it at the basket and it would have just held the whole way. VJ got the line. He definitely didn't take it as wide.
Kept it lower, too.
Yeah, those trees are menacing.
It's not a bad way to do it. Right there. So I was barely inbounds. Stuffed into the side of the hill there. So I've got like 100-footer that I can't really see the basket on.
And you just
Yeah.
guessed right. I like the commitment. That didn't look like a layup.
I had a nice headwind, kind of keeping it up.
Get that good nose up.
Ooh, slow-mo from Gabe.
And the helix says,
That was...
let me grab that for you, bud.
I appreciate you, Simon. That's a good basket you got there.
We've got a birdie from Luke Humphries.
Yeah,
Oh,
getting under
nice.
par.
Corey's got a nice path to the basket. Hope he's not too close, so I got a feeling he's going to give this his best go.
Yeah. Tricky one to run fully.
Yeah, that wind was whipping through there.
Yeah, similar distance for Perkins. And that thing looked pretty good, actually.
Yes, it was right on line.
Little spin throw.
He's come to play.
And this one's hard to run here. Jay's probably just laying this up. Yeah.
Yep.
Those are, you can see a plum hanging in the tree there. You can literally just eat plums while you play. We've been here 3 days. I've had 30 plums.
30, you are stacking them up on Frisbees for the rest of the round.
They're kind of small. Not jacked up with all the steroids and stuff that we see in the food these days. Everybody's tapping in. And what about this next one, man? Talk about just going into a Jurassic Park of a hole.
This is probably one of the thickest batches of shul either side that I've ever seen.
Look at the ferns.
Finishing, but gosh, is it beautiful. There's just so many things I've never seen before.
Yep.
I'm in awe. My neck hurts walking around this course. Luke's opting for the forehand. It's a solid play. There's a good backboard in the back behind the basket. So
Man, I put no hyzer on it. No commitment there. It was bad.
yeah, it's a very tight line on that left side. It comes up quick. It's only 248 feet, so you don't need a whole lot of disc.
No, it's a backhand, though. Corey's got a very proficient one.
Plays well, but you got to get it over that left side. Like I said, creeps up quick.
Kicking down into the middle of the fairway, though,
Yeah, he got a favorable kick.
you'd pay money for that. Perkins going night strike forehand. Just a little tight, but
Little
it
tight.
also
It's-
kicks into the middle.
Right? Stopped him in a nice position. Wow.
Beautiful little
Yeah,
redirections.
like I said, it's so thick, maybe you just can't get in there.
Perkins, that's a tactic, I believe.
This one, everyone's lined up so well. I feel like this card is trying to get cheeky.
Possibly. This is definitely get cheeky zone. You get yourself in trouble getting a little frisky on the bid, and he slipped
See?
out there.
That was intent. He wanted that one.
Yep.
It's framed up nice. Oh, who's that? Quick out of the side there. That was you?
That's me, yeah.
Okay.
I didn't even notice that it was really that quick, but I was in a weird position on a knee, straddling out with a putter. So
Corey
I just,
didn't get too favorable a kick. He's in some ferns here.
he's actually got a pretty nice little. He said something about making that one right before.
Yeah. There's plenty of tree back there. You can't get too far past the basket, but if you do, it's probably tough to get back.
Jay found a terrible place back there. He had to go floaty bid from behind that little, is that a palm tree?
We do have some framed up putts here.
Dude, forgive us for our tree knowledge. Lots of these are indigenous to New Zealand.
It's the
Exclusively.
focus in his eyes.
Dude, you could definitely. He's here to hit putts.
He's ready to play. Means a lot to him.
Man, defending a title, you know?
Absolutely.
It's a big deal.
It's beautiful caddy bibs. Tour down under. It's here.
Killing it.
Yes.
Champion Isaac Robinson.
Back to hole 5. 411 feet. Late left to right movement, and this basket stuck in these monstrous trees. We're going to call them trees, bushes.
There's no way that's a tree.
There's an OB creek halfway through it. If you do make contact with some trees, it can drop you down in it. It's basically the only thing that we're trying to avoid here.
I like the shape of this hole, but today with the wind, it was tough.
Almost slipped off the box right there, too.
Yeah.
Nearly died. That one almost hit somebody.
What are those flags doing there?
That is hazard. I went into the hazard, so I'm playing from there with the stroke. This looks good. It just...
It catch that middle?
It shot it down over here. It's actually inbounds.
Nice. Yeah, it was just that little bitty creek somewhat, and then there was that left hazard OB.
Perkins mentioned something about laying up, which seemed like a pretty good play, but he was trying to go around the corner with the PD2.
I think he put the layup disc down, right? And
Yeah. Went for it, a little
sent
tight,
it.
but it kicked it out left, so he should be up and
still
down.
on that inbounds side.
And Jay's got a pretty good forehand.
This is a full headwind
I think he just
hole
flipped
right
it up.
here.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, it's it's an all or nothing. Corey looked like he had a great angle on it. Just unfortunate on that tree.
FD3 from Perkins.
This one I learned you want to leave this a little short, because if you mess with those things, they are thick.
Yeah, just keep watching. Might find out that your co-commentator
This
also
here,
found out the hard way.
Jay left it outside. Jay knows what he's doing. He's got to pop one over, but
Apparently this is where the big grasshoppers hide. So,
those things.
dude.
Oh,
yeah.
here we get a little spat of the tropical weather here.
Yeah, look at my
and
disc
you
just
immediately one drop and goodbye.
Yep. Yeah. I mean, once the wind starts raging and the rain starts pouring, and look, it's already stopped basically, but for my shot, it was chaotic.
See, Corey, I don't know if that was a run or what, but it looked like he threw right into the middle of that thing.
Ripping. Okay, the rain's still going. Left to right heavy.
Sunshine, rain. Jay might have had a little caddy distraction back there in the bush.
Yeah. Dub. Happens quick.
Yeah.
I'm just happy I didn't slip off that tee box though.
Yeah, we just got here. 4 days. 4 days into the trip.
Too short. Good par
Look
from
at the
Perkins.
size of that thing. Perkins is like
It's
6
monstrous.
feet. Dude.
Yeah, yeah. And apparently there's like 4-inch long grasshoppers that don't fly that live in those things.
It's a myth. I haven't seen one yet.
I'd like to see one. All right, so Perkins just playing that par golf right now. Corey still 2 down. I've just now skipped even and gone to 1 up. Jay's a couple up, and we've got a gauntlet with a crazy wind.
I like this one.
It's a great hole. Kind of reminds me of
true
Kale's
shot.
hole on the preserve, but add another 50.
Yeah.
If you somehow find your way long left, that is OB hazard.
And there's just the tiniest little pond on the right, too.
Corey sneaking
Ooh,
through
yeah.
that right side,
Yeah, he did.
giving himself a 35-footer. Don't see it. Perkins
Okay,
going
then.
night strike, which is a crazy play. This is going to need so much hyzer out the hand.
Oh, yeah.
All of it.
Working it.
So good.
Getting out to the open, giving himself an opportunity.
Knows his disc. It's just ripping right now, too.
Absolutely. You can see everybody bundled up from our group.
Yeah. I'm like considering throwing a fairway driver.
I did.
Did you? I should have. I instead went with the MX1, and I thought it was gonna.
Just lifted on you.
thought I was going to do something else.
I mean,
Man, take a moment right here to shout out that caddy. That guy is Luke Humphries, too.
that's Luke Humphries. You got Luke Humphries to carry your bag.
I have Luke Humphries on the bag. Same spelling.
Wow.
The only two Luke Humphries that are signed up for the PDGA.
That's astonishing.
He's a
You're
handsome
capable
devil
of that.
like myself, so they're 2 for 2.
I just can't believe that.
Pretty wild. I went a little along with mine. Jay went along with his. So we're going to have some par comebackers, but these are birdie putts for Corey and Nate.
His feather banners are screaming. That drop he wasn't expecting. The headwind.
On a day like this, you're not going to get all the wind reads right.
Nah.
There's just going to be some that stump you.
Ooh, a little spinner from Nate.
Not bad.
Good bid. That crosswind just kept it over.
Dude, it's going crazy right now. Just hold on for your life. Dude,
It's going to happen. The back and forths are going to happen.
25-footer to 20-footer right there. Yeah, that one hurts. I knew it was going to drop. The wind had died for a second, but
Thought you could get away with one.
yeah, I should have just put it higher.
Come on.
That one hurts. He was pretty close to the basket for a birdie putt. Kind of let that one get a little loose.
Decisions must be made on days like this.
No doubt.
How are you going to attack? When do you want to attack?
Perkins looking good on the putting green. Love to see it. Corey just being consistent, too.
Yeah. Like I said, I mean, there are holes out here that you do not want to toy with. You can end up in places. Thankfully, nothing's going to bite you.
Right.
But
Nothing poisonous.
you get into
Nothing.
some spots that are going to
Yeah.
cost you some strokes.
For sure. Par 3, hole 7. It's a great forehand. It's also a great roller we've kind of figured out. So you'll see a couple of those options here, starting with Corey going Avenger SS roller.
Still, all right. So I'm practicing the roller. Curious to see how this works out in the wind. Ooh, good and wide.
Little straight, unfortunately.
Oh.
Little deep. Yeah.
And it penetrated into those trees a little bit. So while he will have a putt, it's not
He
pure.
got it nice and wide. I like
Yep.
that. It just be a little fast or something.
Perkins, great looking shot.
I like the forehand play because stuff like this, it was just they all filtered that way. I mean, maybe he's not parked, but he has an opportunity for birdie. He got around that last big bush that kind of defines.
And I like
right
the
side of the
roller as
fairway.
well.
Look at you really putting some angle on that.
I did, and I just rolled up short.
And see that one defining tree right there. I feel like you get the right angle and just get a little bit around it. You don't have to get like fully up the hill just to get that look.
This is
Oh,
how you do
Jay.
it right here. Keep it nice and wide.
Hey,
Leave yourself that uphill 20-footer.
yeah. He's smiling.
It's crazy out. You can't do anything but smile. If you're trying to take yourself too serious on a day like this, you're just going to have a bad time. It's-
Good bid.
Yeah, close, but never going in.
At least you committed. Fell down.
Kind of sprinkling on us a little bit right now.
Barely see Corey over there. Just a bit long there, and you're kind of just in jail. Even goes downhill a little bit. Yeah, Jay cleaning up that putt. He gave himself a great opportunity, and it's nice to see he could just turn that stroke around and knock down a nice birdie.
Yeah, exactly.
Park
Perkins.
wants it too.
Yeah, man, he's hit a bunch of good putts already.
Slicing and dicing the forehand around the corner.
Yeah.
Giving himself the opportunity.
He's-
Knocking down a solid putt.
been edge of circle 2-3 times already. Put them all in.
Yeah, this one was a little less windy towards the basket, I think. So
Going back to when I was 8, playing my first tournament, you know, I just thought it was fun. Some kids play soccer, some play baseball, and I was just playing disc golf. Went on tour when I was 19, and I've never had an injury until now. My whole body weight landed on my ankle, and I broke all 3 bones. I'm a competitor. That's all I know. I gotta get back out there. It took an injury like this for me to be able to realize every single piece of the puzzle has to be perfect to find success in this sport.
hole 8, another par 3, 303, but playing much shorter. It's a nice little downhill chip. Pick something too fast, you're going too long into those trees, never to be seen again.
Yeah, that bush in the center of the fairway really defines things. You got to carry right over it, but then hit the deck quick.
Yeah, I like the forehand play today because of that head cross that was coming in. You got to get over this bush. He gets through the bush.
Mm-hmm.
He gives himself a long look at birdie.
Yeah, it can get a little sketch from there, runs away from you.
Yeah.
See how aggressive he wants to get.
Yeah, it looks like
Didn't go into the creek.
Jay picked a little faster of a disc.
It was.
That was a really windy tee shot.
That's exactly what he said, too. He turned around and he was like, that was too fast.
Yeah. I like the backhand play. I think a little more stability was required today just to lift up over that bush. Looks like he got back to flat, and it was just whipping. It was hard to give it the height with that branch off the tee just across the road.
Yeah,
I even opted for a forehand.
My wind is even stronger. You can see I've got...
This is it. Just a little chop. Yeah, you just got beat. Yeah.
Dude, the rain started.
Yeah, it was kind of intermittent.
And that was
come
like a
and go.
layup, honestly. I thought I had a ripping downwind.
It
It was a little half go that just stayed in the air. So now I'm outside circle again, actually.
If you're not running that, you better put that on the ground 10 feet in front of it. Jay back in the woods, laying up for par, and Corey's...
It's like 50, blustery, raining.
T-shirt and shorts.
Doesn't matter.
I'm getting birdies.
When he hit that putt,
Look at that.
I thought to myself, playing a different game.
Gosh.
Just standstill 50-foot cash
Drip, drip.
in the conditions.
Unfazed.
Oh, it was pretty crazy.
Perk looking at a similar putt.
Oh. Yeah, like Corey's was high in the chains.
Bud, what are you doing back there?
Dude, now I'm still messing around.
Here we go. Settle in.
I felt like I threw a decent layup, a good jump putt, and yeah, I got a bogey again. So I'm 3 over.
Let's rewind and learn.
Yep. Jay tapping in for that par. Nate doing the same.
And we're headed to a really
Dude, the
cool
gauntlet.
part of the course. I love this little... This hole is not little. It's a nice 413-foot par 3 along a creek on your left side. This massive bamboo, and then these 3 gorgeous redwood trees right at the basket. This hole is
Insane.
I like a lot.
It's playing 1.24 strokes over par.
Oh yeah, the wind was howling through here. You've got to get something to stand up a bit, but you want it
Dude,
to
look at
finish
that.
to the left. Yeah, he got a nice little stumpy
But he's
over
got
there.
a bamboo forest in between him and the hole now.
We'll get to see that here in a second, yeah. Nate opting for the forehand. I think it's a unique play, but I think with today's weather, he's just trying to put himself in position to get the par.
Yeah. 3 feels good. And he stayed inbounds. It's on the line. And that is a smart play there.
Yeah, and it didn't look like he was getting too aggressive either with the backhand.
No, from the local.
No, this boy ain't got no layup in him.
I don't like laying up.
No.
Ended
It's a
up,
it's a fine shot even on a nice day, and today it was grueling
Yeah.
to get it to finish.
A little lackluster on the skip play that Perkins was trying to get around those bamboo trees with. So he'll be left with a circle 2. And I'm like downhill slope, patent pending, needing an Anheuser. And I hit first tree.
And into the bamboo you go.
Dude.
Even behind it.
I know I've got like 250 bamboo trees in between me and the basket, and it's only like 40 feet. That's what
This
I was
is the
trying to
play
do.
we're looking
Oh,
for.
so
Jay
nice.
just, oh yeah. The nice little skip shot, ground play. You got the OB there left, so you can't get too quick with it. A roller play.
Genius.
It's not impossible. I'm just saying.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. You guys are out of position, so you're getting cheeky. Body language tells me he was running that putt.
I think it was pretty close. Yeah, this one's weird.
Yeah, you got way out of position. This is the biggest bamboo I've ever seen.
I just throw it straight into a hole. There's like a hole that was covered by bamboo leaves, and it
You gotta
went
look here.
nowhere.
And cleanup crew.
Yeah, saving bogey. So I'm 4 over now.
Admire the redwoods. Those trees were beautiful.
Dude, there's redwoods next to a bamboo forest. It's a beautiful place. Bella Rakha Retreat
Jay
Center.
playing this whole textbook.
It was, man.
The weather.
The local showing us how it's done.
Absolutely. He knew where he wanted to get off the tee.
Oh my goodness, that's a lot of colors.
Lots of colors. I didn't know we did fuchsia.
Corey Ellis keeping it clean, 3 under.
That's pretty impressive.
Dude, on a day when almost nobody is playing under par golf or even getting birdies for that matter, he's got as many birdies
Yeah,
as the rest of the
is
card
what I was
combined.
thinking about as far as impressive.
And there you go. Nate Perkins, Dylan Feldman, the only people even or better on the entire property.
I think they're happy.
Your name right there, Paul Oman, T5.
Yeah, I'm really enjoying myself. Got a great card, a couple of Aussies, and a local Jacko, and we're having a good time, even in the wind and rain.
Man, we've got a back nine that's got more par 4s on it. It's a little trickier, so anything can happen. Come join us for Paul Oman. I'm Luke Humphries. Thanks for watching this coverage of GK Pro's New Zealand National Championships. Catch you on that back nine.